So we did Who or Tua, but you all know I like Tua. And this is the way the world works. If I say I like a prospect, he's good, not a great prospect, I hate him. No, I don't. Joe Burrow's a good prospect. Yesterday I had a former scout on, and I asked him about Joe Burrow. Here's a response. So I'm just going to give you a quarterback, and you tell me, as a former scout, you give me the comp. Okay. Joe Burrow.
At his best, he's Tony Romo.
We totally agree. At his best, he's Tony Romo. That's exactly what I think. That's his comp. Tony Romo was undrafted. Burrow's going to go number one. I think he's going to be overdrafted. Doesn't mean I don't like him. So I thought today we'd play Joe versus. You throw out the quarterback prospects, current quarterbacks, and I'll tell you who I think is a better prospect or a better higher ceiling, Joe Burrow or the person you mentioned. Here we go.
All right. Would you rather have Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson is a world-class athlete. Burrow is not a world-class athlete or a world-class arm talent. You know how I believe you got to be great at something. Lamar is, Joe isn't. I would take Lamar Jackson.
Would you rather have Joe Burrow or Baker Mayfield?
Joe is a bigger, more athletic athlete. I think Joe's got a better temperament. I would take Joe Burrow as a prospect over Baker Mayfield, who I always felt was a late second, early third round pick.
Burrow or Josh Allen?
I don't think there's any question Burrow's a better prospect. Josh Allen didn't win a lot in college, threw a lot of picks, was awful in his two biggest games. Burrow's more under control, does not have the arm, but I think he's a better prospect overall and can win you games without the mistakes.
Burrow or Deshaun Watson?
Burrow's a better thrower of the football. I'll take Deshaun Watson because Deshaun is a generational talent. He's a playmaker in an era where playmaking matters. Burrow throws a better football. He's got better anticipation when he throws, but he's still not great as a thrower of the football.
Burrow or Patrick Mahomes?
Not close, Mahomes. That's the easiest one. That won't. You just put that little green check mark up there real quick there.
Burrow or Derek Carr?
Burrow's a better prospect. It's pretty close. Burrow is a bigger, more mobile athlete.
Burrow or Dak Prescott?
Athletically, they're fairly close. Burrow is an absolutely more natural deliverer and distributor of the football. I would say Burrow over Dak.
Joe Burrow or Carson Wentz?
Not close, Carson Wentz. Carson's bigger, stronger, massive arm, and a better athlete.
Joe Burrow or Aaron Rodgers?
Now, are we talking like for foreseeable future?
Yes.
Aaron is a better...
Let's say for the next... I guess we're doing it for the next 5-10 years.
Aaron Rodgers then, yeah. If it was 10, I don't know. I think Aaron's going to retire sooner than people suspect. I think he's out in about 4 to 5 years.
I agree.
One more injury to Aaron, and I think he's going to start talking with Danica Patrick about when are we going to live in Malibu full time. I don't think he's that far off with one more big hit.
Burrow or Kirk Cousins?
Burrow's a better prospect. Got a better arm, a little more athletic. He's also bigger. Kirk Cousins is a really good guy, but he is really actually very small in person.
Burrow or Matt Ryan?
Close. I'd take Matt Ryan. I think Matt throws a better football, better anticipation thrower. Burrow's the better athlete, but you could argue me out of this one.
Okay, so you don't feel strongly about that.
I don't feel strongly about that. It depends. This is one of those, I'd listen to what my scouts tell me. I don't have a strong conviction. I think Matty's a better thrower. I think Burrow's the better athlete.
Burrow or Garoppolo?
Well, I like Garoppolo. So Garoppolo was taken late second round. I would go slight lean Garoppolo. And I'll say this. Burrow, because he's a let-it-rip guy, what you're going to see from Burrow early in his career, he's going to throw some picks. That's the knock on Garoppolo. Joe Burrow, remember, his comp is Tony Romo. Tony's a confident guy who just lets it rip. Joe's going to let it rip.
But we don't always hate that, though.
I don't. I'm a huge believer. Let it rip. But Burrow's going to throw pick. The knock on Burrow 3 years in is going to be kind of throws too many picks. That's the knock on Garoppolo.
I think this one will be as easy for you as Mahomes. Burrow or Russell Wilson?
Yeah, you don't even finish the sentence. Russell Wilson is he's one of the top 5 football players, and I say this here. I thought about this the other day. He's one of the top 5 football players of my life. Deion Sanders is one of the top 5 football players of my life. He could return punts. He could return kicks. He could cover corner. Russell Wilson easily.
Could see that. Burrow or Jared Goff?
I'd say Goff. Goff, I thought, was not a reach in the top 5. Goff is a beautiful deep ball thrower, a rhythm thrower. Goff's also going to have McVay for the next 10 years, which means he's going to have the right complements around him. Burrow's the better athlete. I think Goff throws an underrated pass in the NFL. I think he's a beautiful thrower of the football.
Burrow or Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's the most underrated player in the league right now. He's the most underrated total player. Nobody watches Arizona. Throws a stunning ball. Burrow is not as athletic, and I don't think Burrow throws as good a ball as Kyler Murray. That's what I think of Kyler Murray's ability to throw the football.
Burrow or Tua?
Tua, I like Tua, but the medical concerns are legit. Tua's always been number 1 high school quarterback, number 1 college quarterback. The medical stuff throws this, and Tua was better early. I think the great all-time talents are better early.
Burrow or Trevor Lawrence?
Not close, Trevor Lawrence. Not close. Now, this is where it's getting silly because Joe Burrow beat Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, because Clemson, this is a tweener year.
Trevor wasn't great in that game, though.
No, but he also faced a much better team.
Right.
So Trevor
But,
Lawrence.
you got to win in the big spots.
So, by the way, I picked Burrow over.
You picked Burrow over
Baker, Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins.
Possibly Matt Ryan. You could be swayed.
Yeah, Matt Ryan and Jimmy Garoppolo are close. I just like Garoppolo more than everybody else. I think Garoppolo's underrated. He completes one throw in Miami, and he's a Super Bowl champ.
I like Jared Goff a lot more than I think most people too, but I'd probably take Burrow over Goff.
No, that's fair. Burrow's a better athlete.
If we're just going off just the player, not the situation.
I thought Goff was a really good prospect.
I like Goff. I think people are freaking out about Goff.
Goff played for most of his teams at Cal were terrible. He got the living you-know-what beat out of him. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.